I feel like bedridden and homebound people don't have a lot of role models in the community because by the nature of our disabilities, we're kind of invisible. And one of the very few role models that we do have is the late Frida Kahlo. I'm reading her biography just recently, and one thing that struck me, where she had just recently become bedridden, she was writing letters to her friends saying, if you don't visit me, is that because you don't care about me? And it just struck me really deeply because that's absolutely something that I felt myself. Josh is my flatmate through a program called Home Share. They get people who are looking for cheap accommodation and willing to spend a bit of time and match them up with elderly people and people with disabilities who are looking for a flatmate and need a bit of help around the house or just want to have someone around for some social contact. So that's really valuable to me. It's always kind of difficult to talk about my advocacy work because it's informal. There's never really been any systemic advocacy around accessibility to things for bedridden and homebound people. And one of the really important things that I felt was missing is that a lot of bedridden and homebound people don't have any access to medical care, and the Medicare rebate isn't enough, and the home visiting GP services just aren't appropriate for chronically ill people who don't have a regular GP. And so I wrote the Just Invisible report describing the problems that bedridden and homebound people have accessing medical care. And it ended up being 35 pages long, and it had quotes from, I think, 13 or 14 other bedridden and homebound people as well as me. It took months and months and months for me to write, but I'm immensely proud of it. And I know that since I've written it, a lot of people have been able to use the report as part of their advocacy efforts, which is really, really nice to think of.